thank you so much for joining me. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please also check out below my year 2021 personal horoscope special offer. You can get your forecast for the year, but if you order this year, I'll give you the rest of year 2023 plus your character analysis, and also you get 30% off. This is based on your time, date and place of birth. It goes so far beyond your zodiac sign. Unlock the real potential you have for this year and gain searing insights. Hello Taurus, your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 5th of October sees Mercury in your sector of relationships in an opposition with Uranus in your sign. So that suggests that there's going to be some electricity around your connections to others. That can be exciting and helpful, or it can be more challenging. It just depends on your unique circumstances, but also on your responses. If you're someone who likes things to be pretty consistent, then perhaps that will be something that's pushing you outside of your comfort zone. But you know, your ruler is forging a fantastic link to Uranus in the second half of this week. Now, because of COVID restrictions, it's not so easy to be free and easy and meet up on dates and so on, but you could have a really wonderful connection to somebody you encounter in this latter part of the week. Of course, Mars is in a retrograde still, and that's clashing this week still with the big beasts of the astrological jungle, Saturn and Pluto, but at least they've ended their retrograde. But by the end of the week, Mars is in a more prominent right angle with Pluto. Now, Pluto's about transformation, and where it's located at the moment is about your knowledge, your awarenesses, which have probably grown in an exponential way since 2008. But it could be that something linked to your past, or a sense that you're being held back, perhaps by energies that you don't have complete control over, but maybe you feel that the reality of your situation is hard to understand at the moment. It's almost as if there may be energies around you that are not particularly good for you. And because they're more psychological but not necessarily so physically obvious, that could create a degree of frustration. But what we can all do with Mars's retrograde is try to embrace its brilliant angle this week with the North Node, which for you suggests that listening to your instincts can actually be very good for your sense of identity, your sense of self-worth, but also in terms of your financial situation too. Now, the Sun does square up with Jupiter in the second half of this week, but Jupiter is in your ninth house of travel and exploration. And I think because the Sun's in an area that's very much to do with responsibilities and obligations, it could be part of you that wants to break free of these in the second half of this week, and this would be entirely understandable, of course, especially with Uranus buzzing away in your sign in those two relationships with both Mercury and Venus. But by the end of this week, there is a quarter moon. And that quarter moon occurs in the sign of Cancer. Now, this angle to the Sun can create a little bit of stress if you try to pack too much into your routines. This is going to become much stronger, to be honest, next week, but it will be to the fore as the week draws to a close. So if you do set yourself some tasks, some objectives to achieve things over the weekend, I wouldn't try to be too virtuous. Set some goals that are achievable and can be enjoyable, and don't put yourself under too much pressure. And I think generally this week, if you can find a little bit of space to do what you need to do rather than being quite so focused on those obligations, that's going to be a smart thing to do too. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to check out that year 2021 special offer below. But for now, stay safe, take care, good luck and goodbye.